highlight someone who I just recently met, Donna, at Opportunity Appalachia. I would love to hear about the successes that you all have seen and hear a little bit more about you. And then we'll flip it into this conversation about the actual letter that we want everyone to get on board and sign today. So I'll pitch it over to Jimmy in a sec. But Donna, if you could, 2 minutes or so, give us a little bit of background. Thanks.
Thanks, Chris. And thank you again for the invitation. And it's great to hear all the wonderful work that my colleagues are doing out in the field. So Donna Gambrell, I'm President and CEO of Appalachian Community Capital, which is a community development financial institution. We also are leading an effort called Opportunity Appalachia. So in the Appalachian region, there are 13 states in the region, includes all of West Virginia and portions of 12 other states. Clearly an area that has tremendous opportunities, but also challenges. And when the Opportunity Zone Tax Program was enacted in 2017, many people believe that the rural opportunity zones were at a distinct disadvantage in attracting investments because, number one, the rural communities have fewer resources to enable them to develop community strategies and package transactions to potential investors. And two, the investment opportunities often have lower rates of financial return than do faster growing cities. We figured that there was going to be a way that we could actually be a player in this market. And so Opportunity Appalachia was designed to bring investment to underserved coal communities in Appalachian Ohio, Southwest Virginia, and West Virginia by providing needed technical assistance and working closely with private investors and public agencies that have prioritized support for Opportunity Zone communities. This effort also became an essential component of economic recovery from the COVID downturn in the region. So in the first phase, which was conducted in 2020, 2021, the Opportunity Appalachia project supported 17 development projects in opportunity zones in those 3 states I just mentioned, Ohio, Virginia, and West Virginia, that seeks to raise over $250 million in financing. And to date, 5 projects have been identified, financing sources and either have closed on their financing or are anticipated to close on $42 million in 2022, creating more than 170 jobs in coal-impacted communities. An additional 4 projects are likely to be financed later in 2023 at $140 million or more, resulting in the creation of over 1,000 additional quality jobs. So the cumulative impact of the first round of Opportunity Appalachia is projected at 9 projects, receiving about $182 million in financing and creating over 1,100 jobs from the 2021 project portfolio of 17 projects. You know, we view opportunity zones as one of the tools in a toolbox that can be used to foster community and economic opportunity and revitalize low wealth communities. And we certainly see that there's proof in the pudding in what we're doing with Opportunity Appalachia. So I think you can look no further than 3 projects that we were going to highlight in the slide, but I'll just mention them very, very quickly, Chris. Micronic Technologies, which is in Bristol, Virginia, was a $3 million investment in high growth, award-winning water technology. They received the $3 million. 100% of that came from the Pearl Fund Quality Opportunity Fund. Hotel Swisher, which is in Somerset, Ohio, is a $3.2 million historic boutique hotel, 15 rooms in downtown Somerset, locally owned, supporting tourism and outdoor recreation. $5 million was raised for this multi-state project, which included the hotel with a local OZ investor and a historic tax credit equity investment. And then the Cohen Building in Grafton, West Virginia is a $10 million redevelopment of historic downtown building for use by identified for-profit and nonprofit tenants. We just received word yesterday that they're going to closing in a few weeks. And so when we look at these projects, we know that the projects that are being redeveloped in opportunity zones are having true impact. They are getting to the heart of what community economic development is all about. And we look forward to continuing working with these states and others and making sure that these projects are in place for the communities so that those communities can continue to grow and thrive. Thank you.
Donna, thank you so much, and thank you for everything you're doing. I really wanted to be able to tell, like, at least in a short amount of time, a somewhat complete story of what's happening out there. One of the things that we'll be doing is I want to be able to highlight more of the stories that are coming out of the community and Osworks group. There's just incredible people doing incredible things.